Hey there friends, Kevin here, and you also know me as Original Minifig. And welcome back. I have a Q&A video today, and I hope you enjoy my Seattle Seahawks hat. It's my favorite hat, by the way. So today's question is actually from a lot of my viewers, and they have noticed at the end of the video it says Kevin San Francisco on the screen. So you can kind of see here. It confuses some people because you're thinking I either live in California or that or some people even think it's my name, but it's not. But I'll explain it real quick, and I'll go into some other details too, because it kind of has to do with the whole it's all connected somehow. Yeah. But anyway, so my name Kevin San Francisco came about when I lived in San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco at the early 2000s, and that was actually when I first posted a YouTube video. It was on a different channel. It was actually on a channel that I don't even have access to anymore because I don't have I don't remember the passwords or anything to get in there, but the videos are still there. But that's kind of how it started, and I really enjoy video, and I enjoy editing and all of that, and so kind of everything that I made and everything that I published on YouTube went under the name Kevin San Francisco, and you know, it was kind of Kev in San Francisco, and so when I came up with the logo, that's kind of how it went, and I just always stuck with it. Now I do have a background in media in a way. Well, I have a background in audio media, broadcasting, radio, and I did work for a radio television company for a while, and I was in the audio part, and I've always really enjoyed the audio part, and I was actually very good at it. I think I was very good at it, and but you know, it just didn't pay the bills, and so I had to kind of leave it. But I was in media for over 10 years, and I really enjoyed it. So it's more or less just a hobby of mine now. Now the video part, that is kind of brand new to me, and it's a trial and error, and I'm doing mistakes, and I'm learning, and but anyway, it's still fun, so I hope you do like it. But anyway, the Kevin San Francisco name came about when I lived in San Francisco, and then when I moved from San Francisco, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I didn't really feel like changing it to Kevin Atlanta. It just didn't sound the same. And then again I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and I didn't want to change it to Kevin Nashville. And then I moved to Norway, and I don't want it to be Kevin Norway. I did take away the San Francisco part of the logo for a while, but it just didn't feel the same. So I threw it back on there, and so that's what it is. It's Kevin San Francisco. But how do I use the name? You'll see it at the end of my videos. I use the name as kind of an umbrella for everything that I make personally, media-wise. So it's could be any of my other channels, anytime you would come across one of my channels or one of my videos online, no matter what it is, you'll see that name. Now this channel right here is called Original Minifig, or Kevin F. Original Minifig, that is my Lego channel, but I also do have other channels. Like I have this channel, which is actually really awesome, and I want to make a lot more out of it. It is a garden railway channel, because I do have a garden railway that is a model railway that is in 1:29 in scale, so it's pretty large trains. and they're going around my yard. And I'm constantly building, and I'm constantly working on that in the summertime, and I really enjoy that, and I want to make that a bigger channel. So yeah, so that's called Aldergrove Garden Railway, and so if you want to, you can check it out. It's in my featured list of channels. Then I have another channel that is pretty cool. It's a gardening channel. I do live here on a farm, and the idea with this channel is that it will kind of encompass everything that I do here on my farm. It's kind of like a homestead. That's another one of my hobbies. Try to be self-sufficient in things that I eat. I have fruits and vegetables. I have a greenhouse that I made, and I want to expand on this and grow most everything that I eat, and that's just kind of like an idea of knowing what you're putting into your body and knowing where it all comes from, and being self-sufficient is the whole idea behind it. Next year I'm getting chickens, and so that's also going to be featured on this channel. Now this channel right here is in Norwegian. I speak Norwegian, and the reason being is I want to make it a kind of a Scandinavian thing, because it is you know, gardening and growing, stuff like that has to do with zones and where in the world you are, and it's different from where you are. So it's kind of important to make it local to where you are. And I mean, there are tons and tons of English-speaking gardening channels out there, and I do draw from those for inspiration, and homesteading channels. I do have quite a few that I follow and that I like. I said it's in Norwegian. It is actually subtitled in English, so you can still pay attention to it and follow along. No problem at all. And actually most of my viewers are from the United States anyway. I do have another channel in the works, but I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm going to take it, I'm going to save it for another time, because I haven't really gotten around to building it up yet. So yeah, so that's it. But I hope that kind of explained my Kevin San Francisco name and a little bit of what I'm doing around here. Now this is my Lego channel. This will stay Lego, and Lego is a big passion of mine, and you can see the big building that I'm building. It's taken on its life of its own, and I love it, and I want to make more of that, and I want to thank you all for all your awesome feedback, and for all of you who are following me. Now I do kind of want to take my camera and just kind of walk around my entire property and show you a little bit of what my life is like on this property and everything that I do. So I don't know, if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments. Okay, we're approaching 10 minutes, so I'm gonna quit. But thank you all for watching, and I hope that explained some of your questions. Yeah, thanks. Play well.